SpongeBob is a long-running franchise that started in 1999 and is still getting renewed for new seasons to this day. Over the last 24 years of its runtime, there have been countless games, shorts, and other types of SpongeBob-related media that have been created. With so many pieces of media being created over a 24-year-long time frame, it's certain that some of them were deleted and have become inaccessible to the general public. So without further ado, here are 5 pieces of SpongeBob lost media. Dating back as far as 2003, SpongeBob had already gained a significant fan base, not only with its target audience of children, but with adults too. The early seasons of SpongeBob showed a very matured style of humor that seemed to be more intended for adults. The recurring adult humor in the show sparked a major rumor amongst the SpongeBob community that the show was originally supposed to be pitched as an adult show for the Adult Swim channel. The first ever merchandise of the show was called Ain't Life a Beach, a press kit that released in 1999. The kit described some of the main characters with some vague descriptions and also added adult-oriented taglines that never appeared in the show. The only information we have about this kit's existence is this photo. The kit was given out to TV industry employees in order to promote the upcoming TV show, but the Life's a Beach title was quickly dropped after distribution of the merchandise. The theory of SpongeBob being pitched as an adult show is still talked about to this day, and perhaps this press kit is responsible for the start of it. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are about this. In 2009, Nick.com released a new game called Nickelodeon Game Builder, a game that allowed the user to create their own levels using assets from multiple different Nickelodeon shows. The first version of the game ran at a lower resolution and included birthday cake checkpoints and the ability to change the character in the background on the level's title screen. For the first version, there was only one way to complete a level, by reaching the wooden door with a steering wheel on it at the end of the level. The second version of the game came with a larger and wider frame and reconstructed interface. Unfortunately, this version eliminated the mechanics of checkpoints and the ability to change the title screen. While reaching the door at the end of the level was still a viable way to complete it, users now had a plethora of different objectives they could do in order to complete it, such as defeating all of the enemies or collecting every coin. In 2013, Nick.com removed the games from the site. Even though you are still able to access these games on Nick.com website, trying to actually play the games results in an error message. Many have tried to find a working version of it, but all archived versions are broken and incomplete. Let me know if you guys have ever played this game and whether or not it was fun. SpongeBob Rehydrated, commonly confused with the Battle for Bikini Bottom game remake, is a CGI animated SpongeBob short that debuted in 2003. The short was a teaser trailer featuring SpongeBob dressed up as Neo from the film franchise The Matrix, fighting against an army of Patrick clones dressed up as Agent Smith. The first time this short had been brought up was in early 2016 when a few seconds of footage was discovered in a Nicktoons channel bumper from 2003. These few seconds of footage were enough to start a large-scale search for the rest of it. In April of 2013, Nickelodeon's digital editor, Goopy Rossi's portfolio, had revealed the name of the short to be SpongeBob Rehydrated, and also confirmed the connection to the Matrix franchise. However, this find left many unanswered questions about the origins of the short. Many other SpongeBob crew members were contacted, but none of them were aware of the short. On April 15, 2017, YouTuber Veilskibum made a video about this topic, reviving the search for the lost short. Animator Randy Gossman publicly posted a message to the encyclopedia SpongeBobia addressing these rumors, stating that the short was an extra that the animation team had made for the Employee of the Month game. The short was finally found. Kind of. Unfortunately, even though you were able to watch the whole 30 seconds of the SpongeBob Rehydrated short online, the original audio that was used has yet to be found. SpongeBob SquarePants and the Nicktoons Grabjet Racing was a Mario Kart style racing game set to release in 2009 for PC and the Xbox 360. The game was planned to have characters like SpongeBob, Fanboy and Chum Chum, Ren and Stimpy, the Mighty Bee, Back at the Barnyard Animals, and even Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Although there could have been more characters alongside them, those are the only characters that were shown in the promotional and gameplay images. There might not be very much information on the game, but considering it was cancelled during its beta phase, leads me to believe that there was still a rough draft version of the game floating around in the Nickelodeon studios. Hopefully more about this lost build will arise in the future, but for now, we can only imagine what the Nicktoons Grabjet racing game was like. SpongeBob Happiness Squared was a game developed in the late 2000s by the developers at Heavy Iron Studios. The SpongeBob SquarePants Happiness Squared game was the early version of the fully released Truth or Square game. It started off as unknown to the general public until one of the game developers, Rob Roto, released a teaser that he had created for the game. The demo version of the game shows SpongeBob having 2 spatulas when using his spin attack, whereas in the Truth or Square version, SpongeBob does not use any. Another key difference is the currency in the game. In the Happiness Squared version, the coins are shown to have a square shape with SpongeBob's face on it, and in the Truth or Squared version, shows the tokens as more rounded. But the most noticeable of all are the enemies. Unlike Truth or Square, where the enemies are robots, Happiness Squared has the enemies as fish, using hammers as a weapon. In the demo, the game was advertised to be released in the fall of 2009. Unfortunately, nearing the end of development, the name had been changed to Truth or Square to promote a special episode of the same name. There are currently no playable versions of the original early beta version of the game, but at least we still have the slightly different full version. That concludes our top 5 pieces of SpongeBob Lost Media. If you stuck around this long, make sure to hit that like button and turn that red subscribe button gray. More content coming to you very soon. See ya.